Hello everyone. In our today's class, let us study the basis for market segmentation. So we have already studied earlier the meaning of market segmentation. So what is market segmentation? It is a process of dividing the total market into various groups. Okay, on the basis of consumers' needs and wants, you are going to divide the entire market as per your convenience or as per the products or the services which are you are going to offer to the market. Okay, so in simple, your market segmentation, it is a strategy you adopt in your business. Okay, because you want to succeed in attracting and keeping your customers. So here you want to reach your customers where they are, you want to deliver them for greater value. So whatever money they are paying for you, you want to deliver more or good value to their money. Okay, that's why you are going for what? You are going for segmentation, that is, you are going to divide the entire market. So segmentation works for both big businesses as well as small business. Okay, so today we will see which are the various bases for market segmentation. Okay, we have already studied the market is divided on various criteria, say age, say needs, want, income. So today we will see it in detail. And this basis for market segmentation, it is very important from the point of view of your examination. Okay, you might expect a question for 15 marks, like what is market segmentation, explain the basis for market segmentation. Or for 5 marks, they might ask you what are the various bases of market segmentation. Or 2 marks also they might ask you. Okay, so it is very simple and it is very easy and you can also write it. Okay, so here the segmentation analysis can be done into two main headings. Okay, one is on the basis of consumer characteristics, the other one is on the basis of consumer response, that is, how are consumers going to respond to your product. So on the basis of consumer characteristic, you are going to divide the market on geographic basis, demographic basis, psychological basis. And on the basis of consumer response, you can divide the market on the basis of benefits, loyalty, usage, occasion and awareness. So in our today's class, we will see geographical basis and your demographic basis. Okay, so what is this geographical basis over here? This segmentation, okay, it is based on location where consumers live in or work. Okay, so under geographical basis, you are going to divide the market on the basis of various region. Okay, according to the area you are going to divide your total market. It is also called as division by location. Okay, so here dividing the market into different geographical units like nation, city, state, language, climate, etc. Suppose if you are considering, first you have to think where you are going to market your products. Okay, whether you are going for overseas or whether you are going within India. Suppose if you are going within India, then you can divide the total market into various states. Okay, or else you can, in states you can go for various cities, or you can go for, in cities you can go for district, taluks, villages and all. So here under your geographical basis, you are totally focusing on area. Okay, geographical areas, and you are dividing the market. Okay, now here suppose if you are going to trade in India, you can also go like north, south, east, west. Okay, that is for northern region, southern region, eastern region, western region. On the basis of that, you are going to bifurcate, or you are going to segregate or segment the market. Okay, so that is your geographical segmentation. For example, your food. Okay, some food products make business only in particular area. Okay, for example, if you sell vada pav or idli sambar in the northern sides of India, then you can't make good business. Okay, and it won't work for you also. But the same food, if you are selling in southern part of India or in the southern regions, you can earn lots and lots of profit. Okay, so that is what segmentation. You are dividing, or you are going to produce your product in such a way that it is suitable for the people of that particular area or region. Okay, so here geographical segmentation tells us that whatever a product is there, we can sell it, and wherever it will be beneficial. Okay, to whom it is beneficial, on the basis of the area you are going to manufacture your product. Okay, so it is really very easy to communicate your brand or communicate your product to the people who are going to concentrate. For example, your local media, TV, newspaper, radio. By this you can easily reach the consumer. So your geographical market, it might be your local market. Okay, so your local market, it includes your villages, town, city, or some company. So it concentrates on local needs and preferences of the people. For example, vegetables, local cold drinks, bakery items, so these are sold locally. Okay, suppose if you are starting a bakery in Sirsi, okay, in Sirsi town, what you will do, you will go for local distribution only. Okay, so why? That is your segmentation. You are totally focusing on which smaller area, that is Sirsi, and maybe at the most you are going to focus on the rural areas which are beside Sirsi. Okay, why? That's the way you are going to segment your market. Okay, local cold drinks and all, there are lots of local cold drinks you can find. Okay, say Fresh Up or Five Star something. What they will do, they will focus only on the local areas. That is their segmentation. They won't go for the supply of entire India. Okay, that is not their job. What is their job? They have selected only a particular area, that is Sirsi. Okay, so that local market. Then comes your urban market. Okay, so there are some goods which are only demanded in the urban market. Okay, so such companies who produce goods for urban market, they cater only the needs of urban people. For example, costly furniture and all. Suppose if you are going to market costly furniture in rural areas, it won't make any profit for you. Okay, the same thing if you are going to segment, or if you are going to sell it in the urban areas, at that time you, it is very beneficial for you. Okay, urban market. Then comes your rural market. In the same way, there is rural market also. So rural market, it is another part of your geographical basis. Okay, so here you are only serving your rural customers. Then regional or state market. See, certain goods and products, goods and services are there which can be consumed only in particular states only. Okay, maybe because of some regional restrictions of the government, or some other reason. For example, your state education board books. Okay, so for the demand for state education board books, it is only in that particular state. Okay, so whatever the syllabus is there for Karnataka students, okay, it is not the same for the students of Kerala, Andhra Pradesh, or maybe Mumbai or North India students. So it is completely different. Okay, whatever degree subjects you are studying over here, whatever the syllabus you are having, it is totally different. Okay, and even your state board syllabus, whatever it is there for the school, it differs from state to state. Okay, now suppose if you are going to sell the state board books of Karnataka to people, or to students of Maharashtra, you won't have any demand. Okay, so that is what regional. So you are restricting your market, or you are selling the goods or whatever the thing is there for only to a particular state. Okay, on the basis of that you have segmented your market, and you are targeting only those students only. Okay, next, national market. The products which are sold throughout the nation. So example, soap, toothpaste, salt and all. Okay, these products are sold throughout the nation. They won't go for any segmentation. Okay, this soap is for North Indian people, this soap is for South Indian. No. Okay, for everyone the product will be same, your toothpaste, your salt and all. Okay, again the best example is salt over here. It goes for national market. Okay, that is, it is common for each and everyone. Okay, so geographical market, it is very simple. You are going to divide the total market, entire market, on the basis of, say, locality, urban market, rural market. Okay, or state market, national market. Then it also covers your international or your global market. Okay, so international market is nothing but products are sold in many countries. For example, Gold, Hindustan Unilever products. So HUL, this company is not only trading in India, or it is not only producing and selling its goods to the Indian consumers, but also to the consumers who are out abroad. Okay, that is, it is serving in many countries. Okay, so that is what they have gone globally or international market. They have set their products for the entire globe. Okay, and Gold also. Then on the basis of climate also you can go for market segmentation. Okay, so maybe on the basis of hot climate, cold climate, rainy, hilly, desert, on the basis of that you can go and sell your goods. Okay, now on the basis, now suppose if it is a rainy area. Okay, at that time what you will do, you can start your business over there, which is supportive to the rainy season, say raincoats, umbrellas and all. Now there are certain areas, say desert areas. If you are going to start a umbrella or a raincoat manufacturing unit in the in the desert area, will it be of any profit to you? No. Okay, so here on the basis of region, on the basis of the climate of that particular place, you are going to sell your product. Okay, so that is your geographical market. So next comes your demographic basis segmentation. Okay, demographic basis segmentation, it is nothing but it is a segmentation of market under which the market is divided on the basis of variables like age, gender, family size, income, etc. So here under your demographic, you are trying to study the entire population on the basis of age. Okay, you are going to divide the market on the basis of age, gender, male, female, on the basis of family size, how many members are living in the family. On the basis of that, you are going to divide your market, or on the basis of income. Okay, on the basis of income, you can divide the population under high income people, middle income people, low income people, and on the basis of that, you are going to target your product. Okay, now suppose if you are if you are manufacturing costly cars, okay, so who will be your target market? High class people will be your target market. Okay, in the same way, suppose if you are manufacturing budget cars, okay, at that time, who is your target audience? The middle class people are your target audience. Simple. Okay, it is most popular and widely practiced set of bases. Okay, demographic, it is widely practiced in India also. Suppose I had given you the example of Titan watches also. Okay, for young people, they have targeted what? Fast track brand. Okay, and for women, Titan Raga. So that is what segmentation on the basis of age. Okay, and on the basis of gender as well. Okay, now in your demographic basis, you can go for your specs also. Okay, now suppose if you are going for gender basis, let's take the example of spectacles. Okay, male prefer some other kind of specs, and female prefer some other design specs. Okay, maybe some design, color, or any kind of frames. Okay, it differs from male to female. So here, you what you are doing, you are dividing the market on the basis of taste and preference of particular gender. Okay, so here under your demographic basis, you can go for what? On the basis of age. Okay, based on age criteria, we can classify into various segment like infant, children, teenagers, adult, and old. Now suppose take the case of your clothes. So clothing, it is different from for infants, it is different for children, for teenagers they have a different clothing, for adult they prefer different kind of clothing. So if you go to any kind of cloth shop, okay, what they will do, there will be a separate segmentation or separate division for each of this sector. They will ask you, if you visit the local shop also, okay, if you go to any cloth shop in Sirsi also, they will ask you for whom the clothes are required. See, in Sirsi also there is segmentation. There are separate shops which are for men, and there are separate shops which are for female and children. Okay, what is that? That itself is your segmentation. Okay, there are certain films which are reserved for children only. Okay, then there are magazines also. In magazines also there are bifurcation. Some comic books are reserved for kids, some are for adults. Okay, so that is what, on the basis of age, you are going to divide the market. Then gender. Okay, so for sometimes the companies can go for gender bifurcation also. That is, they can select who is their target audience. Suppose if they are making any beauty products, okay, at that time, who will be their target audience? Obviously it will be the ladies side. Okay, suppose if they are going for jewelry and all, they will try to concentrate, or they will try to focus on the ladies only, that is on the female side. You can watch any advertisement and all, they will hire the they will try to attract the customer, or they will try to position their product in the minds of female customers only. Okay, why? Because they know that female like good. Okay, on the basis of that, they are trying to position their product in the minds of the customers. Okay, so on the basis of gender also, you can divide the market. Then on the basis of size of the family, on the basis of needs, quantity, packaging, etc., it depends on number of family in the family members in the family. Okay, so your example, ice cream, etc. Okay, so it is not cat, it is car. Kindly make a correction over there. Okay, so on the size of family, you can buy ice cream also. So family pack is for the family which has which has many members in their, for the one who have many members in their family. Then there will be you can see. Okay, The ice cream also, it differs in quantity. There will be a half liter tub, there will be 1 liter tub, it differs. Okay, as per your convenience they are going to manufacture. Okay, now suppose now take the case of Amul. Okay, they have smaller tub, they have 30 rupees smaller one, they have 100 rupee, 80 rupee, 120 rupee, 150, 180, 200. Okay, why they are going for such bifurcation, or why they are making packaging which is in that range, so that the consumers who prefer that ice cream. Suppose you are from a big family or from a joint family, what will you do? You will go for a liter tub. Okay, suppose if you are from a nuclear family, what you will do? You will go for a smaller, maybe 80 or 100 rupee ice cream pack. Okay, so that is what, on the basis of the number of family members, they are going to divide the market. That's why it is called as family pack. Okay, then family life cycle. So market can be segmented into various segments like newly married, family with aged parents, etc. For example, food. Okay, so here the people or the marketer or the companies, they try to segment their market on the basis of the family life cycle. Okay, let's take the example of Bangalore. There are lots of people who are staying in Bangalore, and many people stay in PG and all. Okay, generally bachelors and all. So what do they prefer? They prefer what? Home delivery. All of us know that in Bangalore and all, your home delivery is very quicker. Okay, and you can order online food. So whatever the buzz is there for your online food and all, the demand is very high over there. Why it is high? Because generally there are bachelors and all. So here, on the basis of the lifestyle of the people, okay, how they are living, on the basis of that you are going to divide the market. Okay, so what is the family size? Suppose if you are targeting a area wherein there are lots of bachelors, so what you will do? You will try to manufacture such product, you will try to give them such goods or services which are suitable for them. Okay, maybe you are going to cater them a food service, so you will be having lots of demand, or maybe some other service also. Okay, so on the basis of the family life cycle also, it will you can divide the market. Then on the basis of profession or occupation, so the market can be divided as per businessmen, service class, farmers, professional, etc. See, there are certain things. Now suppose take the case of books and all. Okay, if you are making books and all, for which profession it would be suitable? For the ones who are in teaching profession. Suppose if I have involved myself in manufacturing of books, who will be my target market? It will be the professionals, say lecturers and the students. Okay, suppose you are going for some other kind of things. Okay, here you can divide the market on the basis of profession also. Okay, suppose if you are focusing on businessmen, okay, at that time what you are going to do? You are going to produce such products which are suitable for business people. The next one, nationality. So consumers of various countries differ in terms of habits, preference, food, clothing, lifestyle, etc. Example, Indian versus American food. So you can divide the market on the basis of nationality also. So what do the consumers prefer? Now in teenagers also, some prefer sober clothes, prefer some other kind of clothing. It differs from person to person. So the companies are always ready to cater your needs. If you go and find on any website, okay, shopping website, you will find n number of choices as per your requirement. Okay, if you go on Mintra, okay, at that time you will find every brand. Every means almost brands you can find over there, and as per your choice you can select. Okay, why? As per that they are making the segmentation. There are so many brands which are going for particular segmentation. Okay, so nationality, here it is on the basis of it is on the basis of the style which you are preferring, or maybe what habits you have, or maybe what kind of food you are preferring. So on the basis of that you are going for the segmentation and positioning of the product. Okay, so demographic segmentation, it is simple. Okay, so in this what you are going to do? You are going to use age, income, marital status. These things are mostly used. Okay, so it helps us to target a market. It helps us to know the latest trends, such as shift in age, shift in income distribution. So it helps us to know these things. Okay, so today's class, these two kinds of segmentation, or these two bases of segmentation are sufficient. Rest of the things we will see in the next class. Thank you. Have a nice day.